As I've mentioned in previous videos, the number one attribute for any leader is self-awareness. There are three basic ways to become more self-aware. Number one, I've talked about before, is the 360 feedback, along with coaching in your franchise owner's dashboard to help you understand where you are in your leadership. Number two are third-party leadership assessments, such as PXT, DISC, Clifton Strengths, and others. And the third way is to assess yourself and assess yourself in different situations. What makes you feel uncomfortable? And in my case this week, I went with a colleague to an event where everybody there was a stranger for me, except my colleague. Took a lot of effort to be able to meet new people. And I find that in most situations, whether it's Chamber of Commerce or other places, it's difficult for me to be the one to break the ice. But at the end of this video, I'll give you 3 strategies I use and that are helping to be able to get that done. That makes me an introvert. I am an introvert. Every assessment I've done, I completed, I kind of test off the scales on the introverted side. And that's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just, that's my personality. Being in a room full of strangers and introducing myself is difficult, and it's work and takes energy. But there are ways around that. There are also attributes for introverts that are highly regarded in leadership, and those are thoughtfulness before answering. Introverts tend to be more active listeners. And there's also more of a awareness of their surroundings and the feelings, empathy with other people. Now, the 3 techniques or strategies that I've used that are helping, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. Number one, make sure you have a goal in mind. For instance, I go to the Glenpool Chamber of Commerce meetings every month, and I make it a goal to meet 3 new people every time I'm there. It's not always easy, but that's the idea of growth, is being a little uncomfortable. Now, as far as starting a conversation, once you introduce yourself with somebody, ask them what they love to do. That's a technique I learned from Dr. Ivan Meisner of BNI, the founder of Business Networking International. Ask the person what they love about what they do, and the floodgates open. There will be many, many topics, if you're listening carefully, that you can discuss afterwards and keep the conversation going so that you don't have that awkward pause. And in a large crowd setting where you're giving a speech, again, it's an uncomfortable feeling for introverts mostly. But what I tend to do, and what has proven effective, is I scan the room, but I'm only talking to one person. I scan the room so that everybody's included, but I focus my speech on one particular person, whether they're in the room or in my imagination, either way. I hope that helped you introverts and extroverts understand the introverts a little bit. Thank you for watching this episode of the Successful Franchisee's Beautiful View. I'm Luke Fry, and please leave a comment on something that you picked up, or maybe I missed something, or glossed right over something that's very critical for you and you'd like me to address it. I invite you to subscribe to this channel that I update every week, and also hit a like. As always, stay safe and win every day.